Gabriel makes his second straight start today in Pittsburgh. Fellow rookie Shedeur Sanders backing him up.
They're looking for some sort of spark there, but the Browns have gone through a lot of different quarterbacks, a lot of different transitions. They gave Joe Flacco the reps in camp. They wound up trading him to the Bengals. They gave Kenny Pickett some reps. They wound up trading him to the Raiders. They're going to wind up playing both those quarterbacks at some point in time. And now their first and second string quarterbacks are both rookies. So they have an eye to the future. And there's an awkward dynamic there between Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. They both want the same thing.
I think they got it right finally. I mean, it took them 6 weeks finally to put one of these rookies up. And of course, Shedeur Sanders should be the backup because I hope we get to see both of them, fellas. I mean, not today, but eventually.
You know, one thing about these rookie quarterbacks, Rex, just a few weeks ago, you had a vein shown in the middle of your head sitting up here talking about a rookie quarterback. But one thing that I would really say, with all this talk surrounding the quarterback position and Shedeur Sanders, what happened in draft day, I'll just say this: Shedeur Sanders, when your time comes,
Another Sunday, another gut punch in Cleveland. The Browns went into Pittsburgh hunting for redemption and walked out of Heinz Field looking like a team on the edge of a full meltdown. That 23-9 beatdown from the Steelers didn't just show cracks, it blew the whole thing apart. But the story wasn't just the score, it was Dillon Gabriel. The same guy fans once believed would steady the offense is now being blasted as the franchise's biggest problem. Across social media, on sports radio, and in every Browns fan chat online, one message thundered loud and clear: start Shedeur Sanders. Because after this train wreck, Cleveland's patience has flatlined. From the first snap, Gabriel looked completely lost. Nothing like the confident leader the Browns thought they were getting. He dropped back to throw an insane 58 times. What followed was one of the most lifeless quarterback showings all year. No spark, no rhythm, no deep shots. Every throw was a panic checkdown. Every read screamed hesitation. Every drive was pure frustration. Pittsburgh's defense didn't even need to blitz. They just sat back, watched Gabriel's eyes, and waited for mistakes. The stats told the ugly truth: 6 sacks, 0 touchdowns, 2 turnovers, and a passing chart that looked like a kid's doodle book full of dump-offs and desperation. At one point, the Browns were down 2 scores with 9 minutes left in the fourth, and Gabriel threw 3 straight screen passes. The boos from Cleveland's traveling fans were brutal. Even local broadcaster Tony Rizzo couldn't hold back, calling the Browns offense a glorified high school playbook that scares absolutely no one. And that's the problem. Nothing about Gabriel's offense intimidates anyone. Not defenses, not coaches, not even the fans anymore. Behind closed doors, the tension is boiling. Sources say the post-game locker room was tense and emotionally cracked. One veteran reportedly muttered, "How long are we supposed to watch this?" Talking about Gabriel's play, teammates tried to defend him in public, but their faces said otherwise. Receivers were seen shaking their heads after missed throws. Running back Quinton Judkins, who had his worst outing of the season with only 36 rushing yards, didn't bother hiding his frustration either. When asked about the offense's struggles, he paused and said, "We just got to find someone who can help us move the ball." That someone, fans argue, is already sitting on the sideline wearing number 14, Shedeur Sanders, with the swagger of his legendary father's name. By the time the Browns plane landed back in Cleveland, social media had exploded. The hashtag #StartShedeur was trending across Ohio and even hit national sports media. Fans are done waiting. They want energy. They want leadership. They want a quarterback who doesn't play scared. Shedeur has been sitting behind this mess for too long. One fan wrote on X, "If this is what we're calling offense, then give the rookie a shot." Another posted, 58 passes, 6 sacks, and still no spark. Gabriel is drowning and dragging the team with him. Put in Shedeur, and the outrage isn't just emotional, it's backed by numbers. Gabriel ranks near the bottom of the league in yards per attempt, red zone efficiency, and passer rating under pressure. In a city starving for excitement, his cautious, scared style has sucked the life out of the fan base. Let's be real, this isn't only Dillon Gabriel's fault. The entire Browns offense is broken, but Gabriel's at the center of the wreck. Their longest play against the Steelers? 24 yards. That's not offense. That's survival mode. Defenses don't respect Cleveland's deep ball anymore. They stack the box, sit on short routes, and dare Gabriel to throw it deep, which he almost never does. When your offense fears risk, it becomes predictable. And when it's predictable, it's easy to beat Cleveland's deep ball is dead. Defenses know it. They stack the box, sit on short routes, and dare Dillon Gabriel to throw deep, something he almost never does. When your offense is scared to take chances, it becomes predictable. And when it's predictable, it's easy to destroy. The offensive line didn't help either. Gabriel got rocked all night, sacked 6 times, and looked shaken long before halftime. Yet even with the game slipping away, the Browns refused to let Shedeur Sanders take a single snap. A decision fans are calling straight-up coaching malpractice inside Berea. The whispers are getting louder. Sources say several players, especially the younger ones, have been impressed with Shedeur's calm and control in practice. Even with limited reps, he's reportedly outshining expectations in scrimmages. He's got that poise, one insider said. When things fall apart, he stays cool. He's built for big moments. That's the opposite of Gabriel, whose confidence has been crumbling week by week. Cameras caught him slamming his helmet after his second interception against Pittsburgh, a perfect snapshot of a quarterback coming undone. It's no secret Gabriel feels the heat. Ever since Cleveland drafted Shedeur Sanders, his seat's been hot. Now it's burning, and Browns fans, famous for their brutal honesty, have made up their minds. They don't just want change, they're demanding it. Head coach Kevin Stefanski is running out of excuses. After the game, he tried to protect Gabriel, saying, "This isn't on one guy. We need to be better across the board." But fans aren't buying it. For weeks, analysts have shredded Stefanski for refusing to adapt his play calling. Against Pittsburgh, he dialed up 58 pass attempts for a quarterback getting mauled behind a collapsing O-line. It was a disaster waiting to happen, and it did. Now reports say people inside the Browns organization are pushing Stefanski to finally give Shedeur a real shot, just to bring some life to an offense on life support. The pressure is real, because if the losses keep piling up and the rookie still doesn't play, it won't just be Gabriel's job in danger. Stefanski's seat will catch fire, too. Shedeur Sanders hasn't taken a real NFL snap yet, but his shadow already looms over Cleveland. Drafted out of Colorado, the son of NFL icon Deion Primetime Sanders carries both the name and the swagger of a born leader. His college film showed everything this offense lacks: poise, precision, and confidence under pressure. Even in preseason, fans caught glimpses of that spark: quick reads, fearless deep shots, and that prime energy Cleveland's been begging for. Just imagine it. Shedeur taking the field, the crowd erupting, the whole city coming alive again. The Browns might not win right away, but at least they believe again. And right now, belief is worth more than points. After the game, even Myles Garrett, the team's steady voice, finally cracked. "We can't keep coming out like this," he said. "Something has to change. When your defensive captain starts hinting at problems beyond his unit, that's a red flag." Garrett's words weren't aimed directly at Gabriel, but everyone knew who he was talking about. The defense has carried this team all season, but even that group finally broke down Sunday. Garrett looked mentally done. If that side of the ball starts losing faith, the whole season could collapse. The Browns are standing at a crossroads. Do they stick with their struggling starter, praying he figures it out? Or do they turn to the future, the quarterback the fans already believe in? Loyalty sounds noble, but logic says the clock has run out. Cleveland's tried this patience act before, with Baker Mayfield, with Deshaun Watson, and now with Dillon Gabriel. Each time it ended in heartbreak. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. And Cleveland has lived that definition for years. The Browns can't afford another wasted season. Not with this defense, not with these weapons, and not with Shedeur Sanders just waiting on the bench. This city has lived through decades of football misery. The drive, the fumble, Mayfield, Watson, and now Gabriel. But every painful era eventually meets its turning point. Fans believe Shedeur could be that turning point. The hope, the swagger, the redemption Cleveland's been starving for. When Shedeur finally steps onto that field, it won't just be another quarterback change. It'll be a movement. After that humiliation in Pittsburgh, one truth can't be denied. Dillon Gabriel has lost the locker room, the fans, and maybe even the front office. The chants are getting louder. The demands are becoming screams. Shedeur Sanders' time is coming, whether Kevin Stefanski likes it or not. Because if the Browns want to save their season, their locker room, and their sanity, there's only one play left: bench Dillon Gabriel and unleash the future. Cleveland doesn't just need a quarterback. They need a spark. They need Shedeur Sanders.